Where do I sit? Here.
He thought I was going to spray him with the pepper spray when I went back there. He's like this.
The guy backstage said, go to the empty chair.
And there it is. So I want to say congratulations because you won the American Comedy Award, didn't you, for your performance in Get Shorty?
Yes, I
which
did.
Bette Midler was also in. And now you're with Bette again in this new movie. I mean, are you two best buddies and you do all your movies together? What's going on?
Well, it's a funny thing. You know, in the movie business, everybody thinks if you're in a movie together, you've met each other or worked with each other. But actually, on Get Shorty, Bette and I never worked together and we never met each other.
Really?
In separate scenes?
Separate scenes.
The whole movie?
The whole movie. Never saw each other or ran into each other.
Well, in this particular case called In That Old Feeling, I would imagine you want to get to know each other. How did you get to know each other prior to working together? Because I think directors and producers always want that to happen between actors.
They do, most of the time. And like I said, I'd never met Bette, and then they suggested that I go to New York and have dinner with Bette in a little Italian restaurant. And as you know, well, it went really well. About 2 minutes into it, I knew right away that I liked her. And if you've ever met her, you have to like her. That's just the type of person she is. But her husband was in the next room, unbeknownst to us.
Oh, dear.
Her husband and her kids, so they were...
Unbeknownst, eavesdropping, to see what you were talking about.
Going on.
Well, does this little preview clip have any explanation it needs?
Yeah, what happens prior to this is we're reunited at our daughter's wedding. Bette and I have been divorced for about 14 years, and we have to go to our daughter's wedding. And this is what happens. We had an argument, and then we get thrown out of the wedding.
Exes back together.
There's tension. Watch.
You blowhard, let go of me!
Why don't you whistle for your broomstick? Maybe it'll come and get you.
Let go!
Oh, I know all about that right hook.
Sutures! You had a scalp lift, you mean arrogant pig!
You picked up a few pounds. Oh, Betty!
Put me down! Put me down!
Yeah.
Put me down!
Go ahead,
Take
try something.
Real sick.
What's wrong?
That's a great scene. Oh, boy.
You must have had blood and bruises all over you after that.
Well, I have to tell you something. I think pound for pound, Bette Midler is the toughest person I've ever met in my life. Not lady or man or something. She put up a struggle. And let me tell you, folks, she can handle it.
Is this a scene that you had to do over and over?
You know, I think we did this. We may have done this in one take. I think we used the first take. I think we did it 2 or 3 times. But when you go see the movie, you know, shoes are flying off and everything was getting kind of crazy. Carl Reiner, who directed our picture, said, just let it go.
That's fun. Hey, a well-known actor like yourself, and you have a movie coming out with Bette Midler. It's going to get a lot of press, a lot of attention worldwide. And part of your job, when you take on a role, is to come out and promote the movie, such as your appearance here today. Tell me about other appearances and other times you meet the press. Are they familiar with who you are? Do you have to explain yourself or explain the movie in any way?
Well, no, they know who you are coming in. You know, now what they write about later on and everything is a different story. You can't control the critics or whatever.
Have they done anything unusual regarding you?
Well, I did some foreign press, and I did the Italian press. You know, my parents were from Italy, God rest them. And I did some press with the Chinese. A man from China came in. And we were talking about the movie and everything. He said...
I assume they speak English.
They speak in English, yeah, because I don't speak Chinese.
Well, exactly. Something has got to give here.
But the gentleman, he was looking at me like this and looking at me like this, and he said, can I see your hands? I said, well, sure, I can. And I get manicures. I guess in China, manicures aren't, especially with men, aren't very...
Oh, my. You have... Look at those nails.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Lovely.
Soft.
Thank you. So it's... yeah.
I'm embarrassing you. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. So he made me show my hands to the camera, and then he said something in Chinese that it's like okay for guys to get manicures and everything in China. So...
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you're way up there on the totem pole then.
See, look at you. Yours are ready.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry
That's right.
to say that.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to get out there and, you know, mow the yard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I bet you mow the yard, don't you?
Oh, yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, hey,
So did I, 10 years ago.
10 years. I did it
ago.
once, and I didn't like it.
I hated it, too.
Well, here is the cool thing. We have one of Dennis's co-stars in the movie, that cockroach guy. Danny Nucci's coming up right after the break, so stay around.
What do you call it? Hooch? Hooch. Yeah, okay. This looks like a fun movie.
Oh, yeah,
There's
it's a
so
blast.
much confrontation in a comedic way in this, you know?
Yeah, no, we had a good time making it, Farina.
That's right, Nooch.
Yeah, see, he's out here fighting on top of the car with Bette Midler. What was your most stressful scene?
My most stressful scene, having him choke me. There's this scene where he like chokes me, and I'm like, Farina, all right, enough already.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how do you, okay, you got to show us for the camera. How do you place that? You don't actually.
Well,
place
it's
it.
weird
really
because
kill
like
him.
instead of pushing, he
Uh-huh.
pulls, and I pull. You know, he like pulls back, and I pull forward. So it's like actually the opposite of what it would really be. That's how like you don't actually get choked. Because after like 115 takes,
Yeah.
you're like.
Oh,
dead.
let me try it.
Go ahead.
Just
Yeah.
let me- No.
What do you pull? Right. Okay.
No.
I was going for reality.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
was joking.
so what do you think, Danny? Is this a big breakthrough role for you?
I don't know, man. It was just like a great part. You know, I read the script and I went, this is good. I got to do this. You know, and I went in and I read for the thing, and I guess they liked me, but they said, we like you, but could you come back and clean yourself up a little? I guess because I came in with like the plastered hair and like that's nice, but we want to see you cleaned up a little bit. So
Go,
you
go home,
came in
take a shower.
too grimy for the role, huh?
I think so. That's what happened. They said if you can come in, look a little cleaner.
Well, people always write into us. When they see folks like you, they say, how in the world do you ever get into show business in the first place? Did you have a big break like people write about?
Well, actually, it's a funny thing. I was actually kind of something like this, and my sister and I were at a telethon answering phones, and it was her turn to answer the phones because we wanted to get on television. And I was down here-
Wait. You're answering phones on a telethon
Yeah.
just to get on television.
This is
That's
what
your
I'm
big
saying.
break?
Well, this is how it happened. That's
okay.
where we were, and I was like down checking out all this camera and looking at all these people. I'm like, this is cool. And some guy comes up to me and goes, hey, kid, does your dad work here? I said, no. And he said, well, I think you have a good look. Here's my card. Have your parents give me a call. So the guy gets home to like 12 messages. Hi, it's that kid, Danny. We want to come see you. You know, because I really wanted to be on television. And, you know, I met this guy, and he was legitimate, and I started going out on auditions and took my pictures, and he's still my manager. Don't forget.
That is unbelievable.
Discovered on a telethon. I love that.
Now everybody's going to be volunteering for the phones. For
Yeah, everybody's
telethons.
gonna.
It's a
Hey,
good
can I
thing.
answer the phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Now,
wild.
how the two of you hit it off on set? Now, had you worked
Can't
together
stand Farina.
before? No, don't say that. Because I know it's important you guys get along.
We got along right away.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
we
We sat down. Like I actually, he was having a nice meal at the hotel. You know, and I said, Mr. Farina.
Mr. Farina.
Well, look at him. You know, Mr. Farina.
Yeah.
I seen him, you know, break people's nose. You know, stab you in the heart with a pencil. I mean, I'm like a little, hey. So I sit down. I'm like, so Dennis, can I talk to you? He's like, sure. And you know, we started talking. I was like, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, but when he approached you like that, what was your first impression of it?
Oh, he's just kidding. No, come on.
Well, I thought he was homeless at first, but after but no, it was.
Where's the love? Where's the love?
Hey, can I mention the lovely young woman that plays my daughter and Danny's love interest that
Paula
you
Marshall.
saw in the clip is Paula Marshall,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
who's on that sitcom Chicago Suns.
Yeah. How was she to work? Was she great to work with as well?
Oh yeah.
She was the
It was
best.
it was a wonderful experience. I mean, he had more.
I mean, I was pretty, you know, I'm like, I'm doing a Bette Midler movie, but all my scenes are with this girl. So I'm like, it's this Paula Marshall chick. And it turns out that she was like really wonderful.
Doesn't sound like a
Giving and-
bad job. does it?
No, it was good.
It's going to be good. Well, folks,
looked hilarious.
you can enjoy that old feeling with these wonderful stars, along with Bette Midler as well. So check it out. Opens tomorrow. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, We'll be back.